Welcome, weary wanderer. It is I, back for another episode of Rate the Base. And no, we're not going to be reviewing what is behind me. Clearly, there was a builder here just standing, mulling over all the possibilities, the what-ifs. It's my favourite part of the building process, where you take a look over a new area and think, what could I possibly do to make my dream home? And the reason I want to talk about this is because the unique ingenuity that comes from your own skull is much better than following carbon-copied prints. And take a look at this. They've got these posts coming out of the water. They're thinking I'm going to make some kind of lakeside house. They've made a flagpole. And I've got pictures on it. And, you know, it is bonkers. I'll give you that. But to be honest with you, I like it when people just think, what if? How does that look? And the answer is complete trash. But at least they are thinking about it. But if you come with me, you will see that a new meta has popped up. And it is called flying bases. And you might look at it and go, wow, this dude's got their base flying. It's floating off the ground. It's just so amazing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and the first time you see a flying base, my reaction was exactly the same. How did they do it? What methodology was behind it? Is this breaking the game? Until you realize that everybody, and I do mean everybody, knows about the flying bases, apparently. They're everywhere. Same design. It might not have exactly the same materials, but I am so bored of these things. However, I haven't looked inside a video yet, so I'm going to check both of these out and see just how much space is inside. So this must be the way in. Otherwise, how else do you get up there? Alright, so first impressions are that this is incredibly compact and there's not much going on in here at all. I do like the idea of having a circular Don't talk about it! The lighting! You could definitely do better with the lighting. I know you could. Also, if we're going to do cable management, let's do it properly. You've made an attempt. You've got your ceiling terminal there, and that's great, but you're cooking your cable in the stove. And why? Why did you go to the school of Daddy Longlegs octopus cable management? What purpose does that serve? You've got options. You've got vertical options and horizontal options that don't involve this. Quite a lot of space that hasn't been used on this corridor here inside of your roof panels, and oh, it's all glassed off. Okay, well, I hate what you've done with the place, but you apparently hate having any items unfit for interstellar travel. And maybe an updraft device if you're gonna have to get up there, or some stairs, anything like that would be quite good. But instead we're gonna get up on top of your Stardust Resonator. Your Stardust Resonator's the only way to the top of your base. And let me up there then. Let me up. I can't get up. And yeah, this is what $23 buys you in the Battle Pass, the luxurious Super Gold Ultimate Platinum Edition, where you get this. Oh, never mind. It broke. At least your luminous sunflower animated its way out of my care. Yeah, the only advantage I can see to this is no mob's going to be getting to your Stardust Resonant filter. In some cases, I think it's okay because people do the same thing in water. Good luck reaching this from the shore. But in others, I'm not sure that these should be allowed to exist in the way that they do. And just a slight they're perfectly aligned, guys. Just shush. Don't think about it. It will honestly do your mental health the world of good just to let it go. Frozen style! Well, that gives us an idea of how much space we've got to work with in these things. Oh, what am I going to rate that? I mean, I can't give it more than like a 3 out of 10 because there is no base. The concept is like a 7 or an 8, but clearly, I don't even know if that's the original creator. It cannot be, man. Who knows? Right, how do I get into this one? Okay, we've got more going on than the other base, and we've got like a docking port or something. Mind you, if you landed, you'd land on the garage. We've got a stove for all your snacks, and ooh, the table from the Battle Pass. I've not actually purchased it yet, but I do like low-lying tables because I've always been looking for something a little bit extra with the sofas. Nice, okay, here we go. Ice Wolf. Well, this is definitely more homely than the... Oh, my eyes! My poor, innocent eyes! Look, you've even given yourself the opportunity to fix it with some walls that can solve all your problems, but no, instead, you chose arachnophobia for your design. It's horrific! And if you want to know how heat resistant those cables are, just call the manufacturer. Don't barbecue them, and people, please, for the love of a crusted corn in the cob, remember not to put your fridges right next to the stove. They're trying their utmost, their best even, to keep your food cold, fresh, and unspoiled. Now look, we're not exactly moving mountains with the marking system because these buildings, they look exactly the same, the two flying bases, but This person's is superior in my opinion so far because while it doesn't match the glass aesthetic, we do have some room division. And I think that using these wall panels is actually a really good idea because this is a very compact and small space. Also, the updraft device, which I was mentioning before, I think is the way to do this properly, even though there is a chance that you're going to be on the way back down if those cables had collision on them, which they don't, so lucky you. Couple of disassembly machines, I don't understand the purpose of that, but hey, maybe you know something I don't. Making use of the space around the roof panels, really good, just chuck the deviants in there. I do also like this is becoming very common now, but using little half walls, small wooden half walls, then your premium solid wood square ceiling. Honestly, I am getting tired of the length of the names of these, and it's a great way to store your crates. Let's take a look upstairs. Put in your bed to the mercy of the elements, and it's a nice bed as well. You spent Starchrome on this thing. When it rains, it's just gonna get all soggy, man. Put your bed downstairs. Get your work machinery or something up there. Get your, I don't know, your disassembly machines, or put the deviants up there. They don't deserve a good life anyway. I think these solar generators as well, they look nice, but I think I would just get them out of the way. I'm not sure. I mean, if you want to use this space, actually use it. If you're going to sleep up here as well, have some dignity. Have some... You stop raining on me, man. I know what that rain's made of. You stop it! Alright, between those two builders, I mean, you can see that the glass pack does not suddenly gift the wielder with any taste whatsoever, but I do wish people would just stop with the copy pasta and instead use existing bases as inspiration for something completely new. But going back to this base, it's terrible, but better than the other one, so 4 out of 10. Now let's go and review something with taste, and if I can't find one, I'm pulling one out the hat from my Discord. Okay, now for something completely different. This is from one of our Discord members, Raven Crow, who has assured me I'm in for a good time. We are at apparently the tippity top of the Red Sands, and yeah, this house looks very intriguing indeed. Great to see a solid structure, not just putting glass and shoving it in my face all the time. This is the back of the base, so we're going to go through this door, and I've been told it's like a secret entrance to get to the front, so that should be interesting. Red light. Recording in progress. Let's go. Where does this take us? Oh, right. Wow, on the edge of a cliff facing that intimidating monolith. I do like this. Now, what is this? This looks like a combination of triangles and crescents kind of overlapping each other to create something completely different. I've not seen anything quite like it. And yeah, lovely open. Wow, what a view. The ruined by Digby Boy somehow believing that there are ore nodes in midair. Location-wise, I mean, I just got to ignore the Digby. Yeah, location-wise, this is absolutely stunning. I love how this looks. It's good to see people who deviate away from the rectangle or box build and yeah, just try something completely different. And we've got someone who has leaned into the curves, even separating the building somewhat. So I'd like to see how that looks. Just wanted to see how well supported our cliff base actually is. And it's well set for the most part. The rims are believable, but that walkway at the end would snap like a wafer. It needs posts at least, but I'd be tempted to build out the way with inverted sloping walls or something and beef that up a bit. Through the dark wood double doors, we have a shrine here. Now this is cool. It's a shame that the deviant contained within this museum is absolutely useless. Otherwise, I'd devote this space to him as well. Starting to see design continuity now with the gable and the half crescents. It gives more of a clue that our builder actually cares about putting a unique stamp on their base. I think it really elevates it from just another cliff property to something truly special. More doors now. So I think we're starting to move towards the back of the base. You'd come out here and wave at all the clueless noobs who couldn't find the door, because there isn't one. Garage on the first floor, so wait, what? Oh, that's so cool. So what we've got here, apart from the fact they have stretched their decal, didn't know you could do it on the car as well. Okay, so follow me through here. You get in your car, you go, and then you drive it to here, and then this is a lift. It goes just like that. That's what that button is. I guarantee you that's what our builder was thinking. That is just super smart. I've never seen anyone come up with that idea before, and now that this video is out, I'm sure a lot of people will be stealing it afterwards. Also like to see sparingly used glass amongst all the brick. And oh wait, I thought it was the decals, but is it the RGB that's doing that? I'm not sure. Maybe a bit of both. Here is our kitchen area, and yeah, the kegs are flowing freely from that tap. I do like the idea. It's a little bit untidy to see the barrel on top of the bar like that, but hey, needs must, eh? We've got the rest of the food prep here, and obviously this is going to go from the fish tank right onto the griller. Fish on the barbie is another person who likes to stick the fridge next to the stove. I'm not a fan. Stick the fridge over by the fish. That's what you need to do. Stick the deviants next to the stove, because who cares if they get cooked? Warning, don't come in here. Why? What's in there? Okay, yeah, now I know. Just close the door behind me. I thought I was going to see generators in here, actually. Dying to have a little gander upstairs and see what you've got on offer here. Whoa, alrighty. I've got a professional at work here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advanced synthesizers, and this is a good use of the curved walls. Now, the reason this is working for me is because it actually covers it in its entirety. You know, when people try to put fish tanks, and then you can still see the bends and the curves and whatnot, but actually just jamming all of these together, I have no problem with that whatsoever. A couple of furnaces for good measure. Fantastic. Great to see as well, getting the weapon rack surrounded by crates. I don't know why, but that's just quite an impactful sight. Also, having the ceiling light and the clock as well keeps this area well lit. I like it. I feel like I should be walking around here. Well, not skulking. Yep, we are skulking. Oh well, I was going to say it feels better to walk around this place rather than just run. I find it hilarious. It's just absolutely comical that the game allows you to put two gargantuan fish right next to each other. Up we go again. What's behind the curtains? Oh, it's a little bit of privacy. You know, you'd be forgiven for thinking that you're actually on a spaceship right now, because this is absolutely spellbinding. So the way that this has been achieved in terms of making it look like a circle is these are actually stone straight walls, and they've been obviously printed with glass. And then we've got the crescents, is that right there? Yeah, so they're overlapping once again, but it makes such an impression. I absolutely love this. I still don't personally know how I feel about having a bunch of these horrendous figurines just staring at me while I go to sleep, but you know what? It's your bed, so it's your nightmares. Chunky! Fantastic view as we come to this area of quiet working and reflection. And Rebecca, just shut up, will you? We've all heard the same tune over and over. There's maybe a little more glass than I would go for personally, but even still succumbing to making sure that we need a little bit of structure here and just wrapping this in the brick, I think is a great idea. I don't know why I didn't pay much attention to this before, but that is one mighty water feature. How much money did you spend on those Lightforge crates, man? Walking around this base has just been an absolute treat. A unique design with a secret entrance, a whole load of super cool features such as the structure bending around, offering stratospheric views from the bedroom. The car elevator is a stroke of genius, and the location is beyond insane. What impresses me here is the thought given to each and every space. The glass has been appropriately flexed, and my impression of this isn't that we've stumbled upon, like, it's not like the largest base ever, but it's a haven amidst the Rocky Mountains, and it's qualified by the red brick and even magnified by those viewpoints. What is that huge whale thing doing over there? Well, I hope you enjoyed your base, because that big monstrosity is about to devour it. You know, I'm beginning to think that I have started a revolution, a movement, if you like. And that movement is the culling of the glass. Look, it's already changed from since I was here before. And the gable and the crescents have now been replaced with brick. We're doing it, people. We're doing it. Oh yeah, I suppose I should rate this base. I'm going to give this 9 out of 10. Take it easy. Catch you on the next one. Peace.